What's going on, guys? I'm Brax and welcome to the channel. Here in New Jersey, I work as an independent home improvement contractor specializing in small renovations and handyman services. Here on the channel, we give tool tips, and today we're going over an updated view of my everyday carry handyman tool bag. Alright guys, if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and leave a comment letting me know what you thought of the video. And if you're a returning local, welcome back. So going back to my previous video, which this is the update to, in the comment section you guys left great feedback on the advice I asked for in headlights, stud finders, as well as tape measures. So I wasn't able to find a tape measure that matched up to the Milwaukee in my opinion. And I really didn't get into detail with the stud finder, although I did look at a lot of the responses. But as for the headlamp, I went with a brand name Petzl, because we also use it at the firehouse for many other things, but a lot of guys have it as a headlamp, and I've seen it in action. So if it can make it through one of those jobs, my handyman services definitely aren't that strenuous. So I appreciate your feedback, and that's the brand I'm going to go with. Once I actually decide on one, I'm going to get one for for contracting as well as when I'm at the firehouse. So thank you guys, I appreciate that. Another topic that I saw a lot of was, why are my tools so clean? The quick answer is I clean my tools before and after jobs. The whole notion of the dirtier the tools, the more work you're doing, it's outdated, and clients don't really care about that. They want someone in their home that's clean cut, and you gotta have tools to match. If your tools are clean, you're gonna stay clean. So the simple answer is just clean your tools. And as promised, some of the comments I said I'll let you guys know what I use. So right now, I use this product right here simply to clean my hand tools. It does a great job. Wipe them over once and it gets off anything. I got it right off of Amazon. And for my electrical tools, I use this Pledge multi-surface cleaner. It's amazing because it's good with electronics. I use it on all my tools, no matter what I have on it. I use a simple cloth to wipe it down, and these two get the jobs done. So let's get over to the review. I went with the Veto Pro Pac Tech-LC because it was the perfect size for the type of job I do. We'll start with the sides. We have the front side. It's the front because it has the label there. One side over here where I have my tape measure at. Clips right onto there. A little tick. And as well as a light. If you watched the first video, which I recommend, because on this video I'm not going to take all the tools out. I'm only going to give a more in-depth visual of the newer tools, but the ones that were previously here, I'm not going to take them out. So I'm just going to briefly just slide them in and slide them out. But one thing you're going to see is I like a lot of knives, and I also like a lot of lights. On this side, this is more so the back, and this is another side. This side I have a couple spools of tape, 2 pencils, because you can never be more prepared. One goes out, you have another one. Also have 2 markers. And over here is a Milwaukee Fastback. I keep one on me, but I like this one on the bag because it has storage there. So you can keep some blades in this compartment. The one on me is a little slimmer, so it doesn't keep blades. On the side bag, I have my headlight that I'm going to be switching out soon. I also have a Bosch laser measurer. This works out for long distances. A Milwaukee, more of like a spotlight. It's useful for long range if you're just doing an estimate, looking around. This is nice. Then I have this floodlight. I mostly use this if I'm doing a garbage disposal or something when where I'm in a cabinet, because this floodlight literally illuminates everything. So I might not want to have my headlight on. I just want something stationary. This comes in handy. I have a charger in here which charges the lights. Little GFCI tester by Klein. Hasn't let me down anytime I'm working on outlets. Need to see if something's wrong with it, or if I just put a new outlet in there and I'm testing it, this takes care of all my needs. These little pockets right here, I just keep magnets in. I highly suggest you get some type of keepsake for your clients. Nice way for them to remember you and to bring up conversation. So I've always seen these in homes when I was younger. Look at it this way. If a client has a guest over, they see the magnet, they're going to ask about it, and then they're going to show them the work. If they see the work you've done first, they're going to refer them to the magnet. Everyone has a smartphone. They can easily take a picture of this. This is a good way to get yourself some real estate in someone's home for marketing purposes. I usually keep business cards in this top pocket, but I ran out, so I just got to fill it up. Zipping the bag down. It has these buttons right here where you can make it halfway open, similar to like a tote, or you can open it completely. And it has a button here that you clip right there, and it holds it open. So starting in the corner, I have a couple of pry bars. Never know when you need them. I usually use them if I'm doing like door trim. Say someone got their door kicked in or whatever the case may be. I also replace the trim for them, so I use these to pop it off, or if I'm doing flooring, it makes it really easy. Useful tools. Also on the side of them is these Milwaukee shears. 4 inches, they're nice, they're sturdy. Whenever you need them, you definitely want to have them. Then here on the side, I have these needle nose by Knipex. I love them because they have a nice skinny nose, so you're able to get into tight places. Highly recommend it. On the side of them, a pair of lineman pliers. They're pretty good. Nice strong cut on them, but it's no different from the next. I just got them because they all came in a pack. And a pair of dikes. Right below there, I have these Klein wire strippers. Love them. Sturdy, they fit in my hand good. They have a nice bounce to them. Over here, this is a new addition. I spoke on it on the first video. These are the Knipex wrench pliers. Great tool. I would have to give a separate video just to go into detail how useful these are, but the best thing about them is they replace the crescent wrench. And when you're using them, you don't have to worry about marring up whatever fastener you're doing, or if you're working on a shower, which I usually use them for, you don't have to worry about damaging the product because it has a smooth finish. Now right next to it, I have again the 6-inch alligator pliers. Good grip. Whenever I need to get something really tight, I go for these. When I'm not worrying about marring it. If I got a screw stuck, these definitely take care of it. I don't need any bigger ones right now for the everyday setup because I don't need it. But when I do have bigger ones, but I don't carry them on me because it's bad stuff I run into every day. If I'm doing a different job, whether it's electrical, plumbing, I get bags to carry with me in addition to this. Nothing out of here comes out. Everything is just an addition. So if you don't see something in here, it's not because I don't have it. It's just because I don't keep it in this bag because I don't need it every day. Right on the side of there, I have an X-Acto knife. I love this knife. I actually saw it from another YouTuber, and I seen him use this all the time, like for everything. Never used the fastback or anything that I saw in the videos. He just used this. So it caught my attention, got it, and I love it. So thank you to him. On the side of there, I have a Milwaukee straight knife. I usually only use this if I'm cutting rope. Again, I like knives, so I just get them just to get them and find reasons to use them. Another thing I liked about this bag is that it's about, I think, 14 inches. Whatever the case is, it's long enough so that I can put a little hammer in there. Day-to-day use, I don't need a big hammer. I do have one, but I don't need it all the time. This gets the job done for the stuff I'm doing on my handyman services. Maybe if I'm doing more a renovation, I will need it, but everyday use, this does the job, and it's small enough that it slides right here in this slot in the bottom. And if I was to keep my multi-tool on me if I needed it, I just put the multi-tool right across here because it's around the same length. Actually, the multi-tool is a little dirty. So I'll show you what it looks like using the wipes. It literally wipes clean the tools. See? Looks brand new compared to the back of it. Right here. See? You could use the Pledge multi-surface cleaner for this as well, but the wipes will do the job too. There you go. Now you got a new tool. But yeah, very compact. It's right in here. You have to take the battery off, but it could go right in there. Take it out. This folding scraper. You never know when you're going to need them. I keep one in my drywall bag and my paint bag. This is a very useful tool. But what stands out about this Purdy is that it folds in. So it takes up less real estate in your bag and you're able to keep it on you. That's why I got this. You can find it on Amazon. And this is the zircon stud finder. It's been holding up good. One day I'll probably replace it, but as of now, it's doing the job. Right above it, this is a new addition. I did a video on this, but I didn't have this in my first everyday carry. This is a little Stabila pocket level. It goes in this clip that you can clip on your pants, but I like it here because it makes it more handy. This little guy is amazing. Definitely good for small places or small fixtures. I do a lot of shelving, and the brackets are small, and I use this to make sure it's all level. Right under it, I have the 8-inch Milwaukee. This guy I had for a while. Is scratched all up, but it gets the job done. It has these really strong earth magnets, so it sticks to anything. Over here, I have these new additions, which are some nut drivers. Wasn't a need for me to get a set because these are the only sizes I use. One being a 1/4, 5/16, and another one being a 3/8. Most of the bolts I run into usually these sizes. I had a combination multi-tool that had every size you can imagine by Klein, and it's extremely heavy, and I don't need it. Right under there, I have these little guys. This is really my set for hooking up high-tech doorbells, like Ring doorbells, because they come with one Phillips head and also a Torx that you use, but it's kind of for the clients because they needed to change their batteries. And it's small, so it slows up the job. I got these to increase productivity, and they work great. This Torx also is found in a lot of different bathroom fixtures. Phillips and a flathead. Use this for everyday use, and this one as well. I would say the Veras feel good, but they do get scratched up a lot at the handle. They clean up well when you wipe them down, but they do scratch a lot. That's the only drawback with them. Right above there, I have this Vera, more of like a trim flathead. I really only use this and bought it for when I'm doing outlets, because it takes the plate off the outlets because the flathead is small enough. That's the only use for this. And over here, I have a Milwaukee insulated screwdriver. Don't really use this much. I only use it if I'm doing outlets again, and I use this on the actual outlet because I know it's clean. So that's the really only use for this. And right on the side is my demo screwdriver or flathead. Love this. Milwaukee hit it out the park with having this big head, because if you miss this, you don't know how to hit. So you shouldn't be using a hammer. Great rod, goes all the way through. Sturdy head, also a hex head, so you could get a grip on it if you need to turn something stuck. I highly recommend this guy. It's very good. I had it for years now. And that pretty much completes this side. All right, guys, so on this side, we have a set of D-rings. On this one, I have attached a metal fastener tray by Veto Pro Pac as well. It's a nice add-on when I'm doing anything like, let's say, furniture assembly, and the bolts are getting all over the place. This is a good tray to have handy, so I bought that when I got the bag. This pocket right here clips down. I keep this Vera magnet star in here. It basically magnetizes any of your tools. I've done it on most of mine. Works great. Definitely recommend it. Got it from Amazon. Just look around because they have a few different ones up there with different prices and shipping times, so make sure you get the right one. And I also just have a quick bit in here. It's just a Phillips #2 on a DeWalt bit. This top pocket is pretty deep. It goes down to the end of the bag, and then here I keep a few multi-tool blades. So whenever I have my multi-tool in here, I know I have a couple blades on me. Some jigsaw blades, and just little bits that I may have gotten along the way. But for the most part, I use it to hold my multi-tool blades. As I mentioned, this bag is for my drill and my drill bits, their cases, things of that nature. So on me, I keep my Milwaukee M12 Surge. Love this little guy. Gets the job done every time. And also, I have in here this lanyard. Use this whenever I'm on a ladder, I'm in a nice home, I don't want to drop anything. Attach this to my tool, hook it onto my belt or my pants, whatever the case may be. Does a great job. So I keep a couple of Zip ties on me, a few different sizes. You never know when you need these. They come in handy. And the great thing about this is it has these 3 big pockets, which I keep different things in. Over here is the Vera Tool Check Plus with the metric setup. I did a video on this already, so if you want a more detailed look, you can check the video out. I use this for all my bits. I downsized from this Milwaukee case I had, and that literally carries any bit that I need. Keep an extra drill bit on me. Over here, this is another Vera set. So I got this to minimize whatever, screwdrivers or hand tools I may need on me, but it doubles as just extension bits. These pop right into my impact, and I use these most of the time just simply for that purpose. There's been a few times that I used the handle right here, but for the most part, I got it just to use the bits. It has a couple torque bits in here, security bits, any one you can need. This is perfect for that, and they're at a good length. So I keep those folded up in here. And also, I keep this Milwaukee right angle drill, impact rated. Keep a Phillips in there. It's got me through a lot of pinches. Hanging from this D-ring, it's just a little first aid kit, a couple Band-Aids in there, alcohol wipes, just simple stuff. You get a cut on the job, you can clean it up real fast. Side pockets here, keep an active drill bit. I've been using this a lot for TV mountings or shelvings. Just keep it right here, keep it handy. Another extension bit with a collar on it so that you don't drop your screws. I was doing a lot of shelving. I forgot to wipe this down. So in this case, this is where I would use those big wipes to clean this up, but I forgot that. In this top row, I keep bits that I need readily. So it's a Phillips in there. This one is like an Allen key bit. Another Allen key bit. 2 different sizes. These are the main sizes I use for furniture assembly, so I keep them right there handy. And this is just the Torx. So those are the main ones I use, so I keep them readily available in these pockets. So in this top pocket, I don't keep it zipped. I like to keep it readily available, but it can zip. So in here, I keep this socket. This is a 1/2-inch socket. I use this when I'm doing TV mounts because I use bolts that are about, I believe they're 5/16, and they're at 2.5 length. So this fits them perfectly. It has enough deep range in there so that it covers the bolt, not wobbling over the place. It's very handy. Keep 2 of these on me. And just bigger drill bits for whatever I may run into. There's a number of them. I'm not going to take them all out, but they're in here. As well as this alligator. This is just you run into a little funky fastener and it's giving you some trouble. This usually grabs onto anything. So that's really the extent of this bag. I kept it simple so that I'll have room to add on to it. So usually I always keep my impact driver on me because I'm always going to need this. But if it's a case where I'm doing shelving, TV mounts where I'll be drilling, I bring my M12 drill driver with me as well. And this slides right in here. They both have on a 6 amp hour battery. You slide in there and zips right up without a problem. That's the biggest part I liked about this bag, was that it gave me the ability to keep my solid core tools in here and also add on. So when I don't need this, I take it right on out and it closes up all the same. Something else I spoke of in my previous video but I didn't show was my fastener case. I bring this with me on any job because it has the basic fasteners that I need. If I know I'm doing something more strenuous or out of my daily use, then I get the fasteners for that. See, simple. Keep this in because I never know when I may need it, run into it. I'm using an extension cord that has the 3 prongs on it, and that outlet may not support it. I bring this with me just so I can convert it. Just simple stuff I may need. Another little leveler, little throwaway leveler. Teflon tape for when I'm doing showers. I have to put some more in there. These are my favorite anchors, this brand. So I always try to keep a few on me. They get through any job, predominantly when I'm doing shelving or things like that. And these are the lag bolts I was telling you about. I make sure I keep at least 8 so that way I could do 2 TV jobs when needed. You can get all this stuff from Home Depot or Lowe's. Also, when I'm doing TV jobs, I use these tacks to put down cable wires or extension cords, anything that may be just, causing the job to look unorganized. A lot of situations, a client may already have wires that need to be organized, and I'll come in, use a few of these to, clean it up for them. And just basic wire nuts. I use Ideal just because they come in a good size, and then I collect some along the job. That's basically the setup of my everyday carry. This case does the job. Okay, and also one more thing I wanted to add. When I got my Veto Pro Pac, I thought it was going to come with the smaller TPs as an add-on, but it didn't. It came with this big guy, which is one of the new collections. It's the MB3 for electricians, because you carry your meters, things of that nature. It has a few different pockets in it, but I honestly don't have a need for it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to raffle it off. When the channel hits 5,000 subscribers, I'm going to find a way to pick through the comments or subscribers, put them on a raffle wheel, and I'll do it on the channel so you guys can see. And whoever wins it, I'll send it to you. I'll take care of shipping and everything. So if we get this channel to 5,000 subscribers, I'm going to raffle this bag off. Great bag. I just don't have a need for it. And as my tool case, I don't like to carry stuff on me or keep things that I don't need. So pretty sure someone else could get good use out of it. As always, guys, thank you for stopping by. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and leave a comment letting me know what you thought about the video. Peace.